Good morning, MKC fam. It's your girl, MrsKnakyCurly, and I'm back with another live. Good morning, good morning. Don't forget to smash that thumbs button up. And also, if you're not part of the MKC fam, you know what to do. Subscribe. Also, click that notification, click the bell, and turn on your notification. That's what I meant to say. Yes, yes, yes. I'm up early this morning, not by volunteer, but by force. And as you can see, I'm a little tired. So therefore, my sleepy eyes kicked in. Now, the reason why I'm up so early this morning is the past few months, I've been going through a lot of attacks. And what I mean by attacks is that getting hit with new whatever they call them, new devices that they use on our citizens, and it's called what is called voice to skull attacks. I mean, like really, just randomly attacking people. I was woke up out of my sleep by a piercing noise at 5 something this morning, maybe earlier, and yeah, I'm not controlling my eyes because they're still attacking me. Um, I'm gonna show y'all something. The radiation they're hitting my family with is unreal. And I'm up this morning, so to let you guys know, y'all need to start praying and really, 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 really praying and praying together for each and every one of us who follow Christ, Jesus Christ, because the things that are happening is attack on people of God. Now, let me tell you, when I go out, this is the things I'm explaining to you what I go through in a day. As I go out to, before I even like wake up, I'm under attack. Okay, I got messy people messing with my computer. They don't want people to hear the truth about how they're up early in the morning, waking people up out of their sleep using devices that are made by our country, our government. And the reason why I said that is because the things I'm hearing about these destructive devices to because of our community, we're outgrowing people, our cultures are growing. Listen, I always quote scripture, no weapon formed or fashioned against me shall prosper. When I'm getting woke up out of my sleep, it's not a nice thing to do to someone because they wouldn't want it done to them. People pull up in loud cars. These are things I go through in a day. But let me go back to me taking my child to school. I have countless of cars. Now they're gonna say, "Oh, you this, you that. You don't have sense. You don't know what you're talking about." Yeah, okay. Hey, good morning. How are you this morning? I'm not happy this morning because of things that's going on. I'm not happy this morning. I was rudely woken up out of my sleep by loud noises, and I know it's purposely being done to me. I'm telling you, when I take my son to school, on the way to school, even before I wake up, they're already attacking me. I'm telling you, people need to know what these rude groups are doing. It's a group that's getting paid to do this, and they carry weapons in their vehicles, like um, I wouldn't know what you would call it, kind of like a radio frequency in their vehicles, and they just pull up in front of your house, turn the darn thing on, and it finds you and hits you with pain. And then they'll hurry up and pull off when they get caught. One day I snatched my door open, and this person was sitting in the middle of the street laughing and talking while this machine was running out while I was sleeping. And I woke up. They was enjoying themselves so much they forgot that their machine is on and they're on a job to do, these are young people. They don't have respect anymore. And I opened my door on them. They jumped. When people are guilty, they jump. These are the kind of things that's going on in a little town called Knoxville. It's almost taking control of this city. They're hiring people like word by mouth. And you can see them training the people. They'll point at you and stuff who they're targeting. I'm telling you, anytime I go out, it'll be a load of cars on the road, same colors, and one different color, or it'll be all red and one blue, all green and one white. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious that you can see what they're doing. Organized crime is going off handle, and somebody need to address this issue besides this other stuff that's going on. You can't just randomly pick someone to mess with. I've been going through this for more than 6 months now. Getting woke up out of my sleep 3 a.m. in the morning, and nobody has addressed this issue of attacks. They say you have to literally sleep in a cage in order to be protected from these radioactive waves that they're sending to people. And I'm like, wow, they just randomly public records. It's just open for anybody to just take somebody's information and make it seem like they're bad people by putting wrong information on their reports. I don't understand the cruelty of foolishness that's going on when you're not bothering anyone. So you just have to try to live your life through all this craziness. They most of the time single women get targeted with children. My kids are my young men are almost grown. One of them's grown, and I got one more to get out there on his own. And I want them to be aware of their surroundings because it just don't make sense. I'm up at 3 a.m. getting woke up out of my sleep for no reason. All because they think they're having fun and playing games. Let me tell you how I found out. I was looking on Twitter, and these same people who were involved in these attacks, it was bragging on who they did what to. And then they typed in a movie that is based off of, which is what is that? The Truman Show. That's one of them, where they got masses of people watching your life, putting cameras in your house, putting mics in your house, watching your children. You'll be watching your children, and these sickos will be looking at you, cleaning your child, looking at your whole entire life. Who's looking at their life? Then you can't even go shopping in the grocery store without somebody coming up or from a distance hitting you. That's why my eyes is relaxed like this, because they constantly hitting me with light directly in my eyes. It's not one or two people. It's like 10, 20, 30 people on one person through my city, just riding through, shining light in my face purposely. When they make a turn, they know you're coming. They turn their lights on. And guess who's training them? Guess who's training them? Intelligence. Police. They're training these people when they finish their program. Yes, that's what they're doing to my life. I can't have one bit of peace. Right? Like right now, you think I'm kidding. Right now, they need to be exposed. The world needs to know what they're doing to innocent people who they claim is guilty. They took me to court. Let me tell you, they took me to court years ago over my kids, and they lied on me. They wrote down false information. Oh, you need help. You need counseling. That's why you can't trust these people in court. They say, oh, they got a program. You get your kids back, right? No, they want to measure you as a mental issue so they can keep draining money off the government. It's a lot going on. I can't even be a peaceful Black female and relax. They're trying to provoke me into wrath. And luckily, the word is inside me. I was raised with scripture with both my parents. You know, you see these people committing suicide, it's because of these random people. You don't know these people are doing this kind of stuff to you. They pay your neighbors to do stuff like this to you. You can't trust people no more. You got to be aware of your surroundings. And I'm not kidding. If it wasn't for someone letting me know that what this program was, I wouldn't even known. I probably would have went crazy for real. But it's people joined together, supposed to be neighborhood watch. What they do is move people out your neighborhood, move these crazy folks up in here and train crazy folks. You know, what they call them? They move them up in your neighborhood, and then they attack you through accusations, pretending you did something wrong to them, wanting to fight you. What else? They shy away from you, making you like a hermit. But luckily, I have great family members. I have really good family members. They can even attack you while you're sitting up in your house. Nobody in your house but you from outside. That's what these satellite dishes on people's houses. The towers, 5G towers, it's not. Some of them are not real. They use these 5G fake towers to kick off radiation that can direct it directly to you in a crowd of people. I'm telling you, somebody need to expose them. Somebody need to bring this to reality and let these people know we're not going to put up with this. You got children to raise, and even their own children get to live peacefully without no problems or nobody hitting them with radiation. You know, you're targeted. That's what they're claiming. They target you. I'm sitting here and not bothering nobody. All my old neighbors who didn't want to go along with the program moved out or they raised their rent. These are big, high-paid people. Russian, different other people. I'm not saying all Russians are bad people, but some of these people have been living here in the United States for a long time, planning this stuff and getting paid for free. Free housing, free cars. They could switch up when they want to. I'm sitting here not bothering nobody, praising my Lord and Savior. Somebody needs to help other people who are going through the same thing. Something is wrong somewhere, that you can randomly choose a person to destroy for a game, for what they call it, a just. Can you believe this is all part of way back in the time we was when our ancestors was abused and mistreated and killed, Then Martin Luther King came, he was killed. Martin Luther King Jr. came, he was killed. Come on now. Now they're doing it a different way. They're causing us to want to kill ourselves, committing suicide and stuff like that because nobody's addressing the issues of these types of attacks. Now tell me how many people have killed their young people, have killed themselves. They tried to tell their parents and their parents did not believe them. Their parents did not react. Their parents took them to a mental health place, which they're part of. These attacks didn't start until I got into it with my ex-boyfriend. After he called a mental institution that he was going to use them to help him get on his feet, pretending he had some issues. I'm telling you, there's some stuff going on. Before he called, I had no issues. When I was dating this guy, that's when the issues came. So he must have been part of this program because he was always on the go. That was 3-4 years ago. I had no problems like this until 4 years ago after I broke up with him, after he left. And he was cool with just about every person on the street. He was sneaking out the house, hanging on people's porch. He was good with it too. He was professional. You wouldn't even hear him coming or going. I'm telling you, something ain't right with what's going on. Now it's 7:01. I've been up since 3 to 2 o'clock, 2:50, 2:45 or something like that, around those times. And every morning they wake me up with this radioactive attack, radiation, and even hitting my whole entire household. Now, how are they doing that if it's not for them towers and remote? They got hand remotes. They clasp like this. When I'm out selling in public, you can see the people. I can't catch them quick enough. They have to move real quick. You see them almost hitting each other, running into each other with cars, trying to get to me. It's crazy. It's almost like they're having a contest or something. It'll be like, I'm telling you, it'll be like you'll see cars on opposite side of the road, like as you passing, there'll be roads, open roads. They'll be parked right there waiting till you pass so they can shine light in your face. This is what they're doing to me. If you're a targeted individual, TI they call it, this is the kind of stuff they'll do to you. If you see somebody starting trouble with you, they're part of this program. It's not that, oh, he's drunk, oh, this and that. They're putting on the act. They call it street theater. These people have been messing with me going on 4 years. I'm telling you, I didn't know anything about nothing until it was exposed to me what it was, because I complained on Facebook, and my friend, she's now okay with me. I don't know if what's going on, but she said it sounds to me like what my mom went through. You see, people are dying in their graves. Nobody's doing nothing about it because they can't get the noise out of their heads because of these machines. They're using laptops, they're using their cell phones, they're using their cars. You know, they'll follow you where you're going, and they're, you know, you have rights, you know, but apparently you don't have rights when you become targeted. You don't have no rights to privacy. You don't have no rights to even crap alone. You know what I'm saying? Or take a shower. You don't have no rights to protect your children. What kind of nonsense is that? I don't bother nobody. I don't bother nobody. I haven't broken any laws. Even when they took me to court, they swear up and down I broke laws. They put anything in my paperwork and then had the nerve to show this same guy and his ex-wife my information and the lies they written on paperwork, on documentation. They need to expose these people who are doing these programs. They need to close these programs down. That's why we're going, I mean, that's why nothing's working for our country. That's why all these things are happening. Because they're going outside the box of what how you know, the laws of the land and the laws of the word is. Just because you don't believe don't mean it's not true. I'm telling you. Now, you know, different cultures are celebrating their own wickedness, and they'll brag about the stuff they do to people, and they don't. And the police don't do nothing about it. You see how they're getting arrested? They're losing their jobs. The police are losing their jobs, and they're not, you know, accountable for what they're doing just because you fired a person off the job. No, you need to go to prison. You need to go to jail like everybody else when we break laws. You know, I'm so tired of people getting away with this nonsense. You know, the devil is a liar to me because I go out not going out to hurt anybody. I go out to show love and kindness, and this is really wickedness. You know, it's wickedness. I have to get up and see which way the waves are coming, even in my children's room. Sometimes they'll just be hitting my children on their head because I have an app that can directly pick up the waves to see where they hit my children. And they hit right on top of their heads, you know. And that stuff can cause a lot of damage to the mind of learning disabilities and all that. And if they hit you a long time, it can cause cancer. It can cause different other issues with your body. They'll hit you with low amounts of radiation for years, and you won't even know it's them doing it to you. They need to stop the nonsense and leave me the heck alone, because I'm not the one to play with. They think it's funny. You know, I pull up and go and be sitting waiting on an appointment. Something they'll start laughing out loud purposely to try to make you, you know, think that they're talking about you, and they just purposely all through the day. One day they'll be laughing through the day. Another day they'll be driving the same color cars. Another day they'll be flying planes all day. Yes, they attack you from the sky too, and under your house if you don't know they broke into your house. They got a lot going on in this country, and they need to gather together and see what not to do. Because if they want this country to strive, they ain't got no choice but to stop this type of harassment. Because the more citizens they lose, the less protection they have. You know, they need all the people they can get the way this stuff is going on. Why would you do that to your own citizens? I'm sitting here sleeping good, not bothering nobody. You wake me up with a high voltage of a shock, or you wake me up with a high voltage of radiation. It don't make sense. These issues need to be addressed. They'll address the other stuff, you know, that you can't mention, but they won't address this, which is causing people to jump off bridges, causing people to hurt another person. Does that really make sense? Make sense of it now. After you done hurt a person with their devices, then you got to deal with protecting your own kids, protecting your own family, because you done some messed up stuff and got away with it. And you thought you got away with it. I'm up at 7 a.m. I got to get up at, what is it? I was supposed to got up at 6 anyway, but to get up, wake me up. I went to bed at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I had 6 hours worth of sleep. Thank God for that. Because when I got home, I'm a first time buyer. I got home from cleaning out of a storage unit. And I got to go back and work on it some more after I make some sales. But this is the thing. How can you take your entire time out, your entire life, attach yourself to someone's life, grow up with them and your kids, train your kids to attack them, so that when you die, you leave a legacy of attacks? Does that make sense? Nothing else matters but these attacks. Something's not right with you, with the people that's in these programs. Whew. Lord Jesus, help me, please, not to become like them. I would never think to hurt anybody. I don't care how hard they try to get me to be angry with them. But the thing is, God said to love your enemies, pray for them, those who hurt you and despitefully use you. So I continuously pray. I don't retaliate because it's too easy. It's obvious what you're doing because you see the people's faces, you see their cars they're driving, you see when they turn on their high beam lights, their fog lights to mess your vision up. You see what they're doing, and they want you to see that so you can react. So they can say, see, I told you she had issues. See, I told you she needed counseling. See, I told you, you know. But who are you to judge? I mean, like, don't you have issues you have to deal with? But you're worrying about somebody else's issues. And you're in a huge group. More than 62,000 people is in these groups, sections of groups, levels of groups. Why would you join a program that is destroying our culture, our life? You know, what's fun about it when you now that you did all the damage to somebody else's life, then you got to worry about your kids reaping what you have already sown. Even though you lived a good life, then you got to worry about if it's going to follow your kids or not. You got to protect your children by doing what's right. Protecting your children is not reading the lies of paperwork and then going after people like you got. That is not the way it works. That's why you should pray and watch and pray to make sure that even when you read paperwork talking about, oh, he's a rapist or a murderer. No, the courts can lie too. They can add extra too. They wasn't there when it happened, but they can beat the heck out of you and make you confess to something you did not do. You know, these little girls who are underage chasing these grown men, and then they make it seem like, oh, well, he did this, that to me. And then turn around, come find out that the girls is hiding the pants because he didn't want to comply. She made it seem like this. See, these are the situations that happen to people's lives, the ones who actually are innocent. And then they live their life in prison because there's nobody there to fight for them. This is how they do. They'll push people out your life. It's a level of what they'll do to you. Make you people think that you're a bad person. They whisper behind your back. I'm so sick of these people who come out the woodworks for no reason. You know, you guys have to tell the world the truth. You need to wake up America, like they said. They like the program. No copyright, please. Wake up America. Stop this nonsense. Stop playing with devices because it's going to find you back. I hate that I used to think that all people was good. I used to think that, you know, I love everybody, which I do. Even after somebody do something bad to me, I'm still kind to them. And they treat it as a weakness. But you don't understand the word. Jesus came and he died for us. He died for us. He didn't come to save the world. He come to conquer so that his people can survive and strive. And Satan the ones that attacks people. So when you see people doing bad to you, you know it's Satan and not the person. You know, you don't be born and know how to be wicked. Something has to happen to your life. Kids are born innocent. They don't know nothing. Then they grow up, start growing up, and these people, whoever they come around, starts to train them the way they want. Isn't that how it works? You learn how to walk before you learn how to crawl before you walk. Life is a mystery, honey. And for you to try to figure it out by, you know, playing with people's lives, that's not how it works. So now I get woke up every morning around 2 something, before 3 o'clock. It used to be 3:30 or something like that. But now I get woke up with these devices. And I wish I could, you know, lay down without my couch vibrating. Let me show you my meters, my recordings. This is my meter I use. I don't know if y'all can see that. Right now, it's a little over half. It was all the way to the dark area. You think I'm joking when I'm telling you these people are attacking me while I'm sleeping. This is the meter that I was advised to download. I got so many recordings of how high the voltage is. Sometimes the voltage be like the voltage be so high it is bringing over 100% of radiation raging through my household, hitting me and my children. Now I'm reporting this to the public. You know, the news did a report on stuff like this a long time ago, where our military went to Morocco or somewhere. I don't know what country it was, but they had to hurry up and leave because they was having conditions of pain in their heads and different health issues. They never researched and conquered the problem because it's all a cover up. How did it get in our own country? That's the question. You see my eyes, what they're doing? It's because of the attack. I'm still under attack. Okay, now they're trying to release what they're using on me. You know, they can hit you from the back of your head to mess with your vision. As you can see, you see? And when I talk about it, they listening. Now they're trying to remove their little dirty devices off of me because I'm reporting to the public. Guess who the law is? It's not the government. It's the people. And they want you to think the government is the law. The government is not the law. I'm not fighting against our government, but I don't understand As big as our government is, how can people be allowed to attack one person at a time in giant groups? It's like a mass of bullies coming together, coming into somebody's families and destroying their lives. You can't get no sleep. They mess with your thoughts. They have microphones that when they hack your brain, they can talk in a microphone and put words in your mind. That's why people think someone is telling me to commit suicide. Someone is telling me to do this. Someone told me to do that. It's people pulling up in vehicles. It's called Voice the Skull. And nobody's addressing this issue. It would be less attacks, less death, less everything if you would just put these people out of commission and stop joining these clubs. Stop joining these clubs. Don't fear them. Bring a lot of other people out. Bring them together and battle against this. Not through physical fighting, but educate yourself. Educate yourself. Pull the laws up and deal with the situation. Don't let them get away with what they're doing. If enough people come against this, they will have to address this issue. You got fake towers, using the towers as a remote control to direct the negative energy to hit the satellites. Any satellite that's close to your house, if you have an instant headache and you don't know where the headache came from, you better check, see if anybody hanging around your house. You better download you a meter, because they got a program called pain. You feel some kind of pinching and shock in your nerves. You go to the doctor telling you this condition, that condition. You better check again, because these people are professionals. They work in a professional society. They need to be exposed, and y'all need to stop this trying to shy away from stuff just so you think you keeping your kids safe. That's not keeping your kids safe by shying away from a program or a problem you find out about. You need to call as many people as possible, whether they believe you or not. Make noise if you have to. And y'all need to deal with this situation, because this is worse than the virus itself. This is like a virus. Look at the way they're doing, you know. When the attack stopped, my eyes are straightened up, because that's what they're doing. They tried to cut my internet off. For some reason, my mic got muted. Then I had to redo everything. Y'all, please, when y'all have like stuff that don't make sense happen in your life, check who's around you all the time. Check who your friends are. Watch them very closely. You don't know. A lot of people are paid to act. They're trained. You think the world around you is what it is. That's why they call you crazy and have you going to all these crazy psychiatrists. One lady told me, after they took my kids years ago, they told me that I was more sane than they was. I had a better life than they did. I grew up with both my parents. I grew up with love. And when we had problems, we had family meetings. We talked about our situation. I didn't have no reason to go crazy. My parents didn't abuse me. I was picked on in school because of my eyes. But my eyes got stronger and better. But since these attacks, this is what my eyes are doing. You see, if they come back together, it's because they're moving their attacks. Now they're trying to, whatever they're trying to do. I'm telling you, these people outside my house have planted something inside my house. I told my my landlord that I want to move out of this house. She said, "Oh, we don't have any more houses or no more nothing." Okay, you don't have no more nothing. You're gonna have to go find you somewhere to no, okay, I'm gonna go find. We're gonna see. I gotta make money first. These people are elite. They're in healthcare. They're in trash man trucks. They're in electricity. These people get paid to get hired around your area once you are chosen to be harassed like this. They get paid to get a job in your area to stick with you for a long time. Y'all better learn what's happening around y'all. Y'all living too nicely. Even people with money are getting harassed. They don't even know it. Like when something don't go right with them, you know, or all of a sudden something happened to their health. You need to check who's around. This is not natural. This is not normal. I've been dealing with this for a while now, since I moved into this house. When I was living across in North Knoxville, I didn't have no problems. Not like this. Not like getting hit with pain devices. The government needs to do something about this because it's getting out of control. Our kids are getting killed. Our children are committing suicide. Like right now, I can tell they're raising the bar on their devices. It's going over half. You see? Wait. Oh, they try to bring it back down. But it's supposed to be to near zero, right? Let me show you. The meter supposed to be near zero, and it's already up to half. That's how you know they're giving you too much radiation. You see how it's bouncing around? This is coming from a fake tower and people in their houses with remotes. From behind me. There's a street behind me where they hang out at. They don't have to be close to your house when they use these devices. You see, I'm stuttering now. You see that? This is them outside doing this stuff. You think I'm joking? Look at the amount of radiation that was hit to me early this morning. 100.1. It was over 100.1%. It's called directed energy. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I live a peaceful life. I don't bother anybody. And they want me to get angry and come after them. That's why they let me see them do it. Look at it. My meter is going crazy, 47%. They're not supposed to be doing stuff like this to human man, to anybody. But as you can tell, people have lost their senses. I got a long day today. Now I gotta I didn't luckily I went to bed early and right after Bible study and went on to sleep. I'm thankful for that. So that I got enough sleep. 6 hours is good enough. I gotta get up and get out of here. But yeah, I'm trying to keep myself busy. I can't sit in this house. The only time they can catch me is when I'm sleeping because I stay moving. Because if you sit in one place a long time, they'll be attacking you with their devices. Yeah. So scan your house. Have your house scanned for any red eye radar or whatever they call it. Like your fire alarms. Yes, I seen fire trucks do this stuff too. Your fire alarms, check them, have them check, make sure ain't no cameras in it, make sure they ain't recording you, because that's the obvious places they put stuff to surveillance you. Make sure your cameras are up to date, nobody has your code, and keep check. Don't just be comfortable because you got cameras in your house to watch stuff. Don't tell people too much of your personal affairs unless it's going to help somebody, bring them, out of their situation, or help, protect our citizens from all this. There's war going on, and it's a psychological war. People think the war is actually going to somebody else's country and battling. No, the war is right here in the U.S. The war is right here. They even moving this nonsense to the other countries too. But y'all be careful, be safe, watch out for any nonsense, because some of these people be homeless looking, and then they'll hurry up and dress in a nice suit. They call that street theater. That's why people getting angry and won't give to the people who really need it. They're messing everything up for the people who need help. But yeah, the street theater. And if you find that someone is angry at you for no reason, then you must have a mic in your house, or you said something that affected them while you was in your own house. That's how you can tell that they're listening to your conversation. That's how you can tell that they be wanting to address you, but they can't tell you what you said or did. They be wanting to fight you, but they can't tell you what you said or did. They be on your social media. Y'all be careful out there, because it's a lot of people, even your own family members can be part of it. And sometimes they'll do it for free, especially young people who have friends who are in it. And they make it seem like it's fun when you're angry at your parents. Check your children's backpacks. Check who their friends are. Do a background search if you have to on their family. Get tag numbers. Even though they say it's illegal, it's illegal what they're doing. They're just trying to help the people who are part of these programs. And the ones who are following the law, they want them to be bound by the law. But these people who are not bound by the law are doing what they want to do. So y'all be careful when y'all go out and when y'all come in, pray. I'm just looking out for the people. If I know information and I don't mention it to the public and somebody dies, then the blood is on my hands. And because I could have told them some stuff and that would have saved their life from committing any kind of violent acts against themselves and the other people. Y'all be careful out there when y'all think everything is okay, when y'all think everything is calm. Just trust in the Lord and lean not unto your own understanding. Use scripture and pray. Watch and pray. That's basically what I'm telling you guys, to watch and pray. Jesus went through a lot of stuff with his people. And he knew he was going to have to go through all this stuff. Just like me, I know as a person of God, I have to go through a lot of stuff. But who am I to keep information like this from other people? When they're suffering. The suffering may not even come from you or natural. Check what kind of thoughts you're having. Check what's your inner voice and see if it sounds like your inner voice. Because now you have to check your thoughts now and see if that's your natural inner voice. Because if you don't know your natural inner voice, then it could be somebody's voice using through a microphone from their phone apps, from their government programs. It's a lot going on. Hidden laws. The Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. They don't like it when you're telling people stuff that's real. People fear from what they don't understand. So, y'all, again, be safe out there. Yeah, I may rant and go ham, But I'm telling y'all the truth. And when you know the truth will set you free. If you having instant headaches for no reason, they're calling it migraines. Check who's around your house. Download the app because they're making money off of this. They're making real money off of this. You go to the doctor, you got to pay the doctor to give you pain medications for your headaches. You got to go through chemo from all these long attacks. I'm not saying it's not natural that you, through your generation that you get cancer or whatever. I feel for you. I wear a pacer and they attack my pacer through the radiation. You're changing my heartbeat, making me tired or making me where I can't do nothing. You guys be aware of your surroundings. God is still God, and that will never change. Once you start recognizing God and praying, then he can show you things. When I started to pray about this situation, he started to show me the people and showing me their devices and how they're moving, how they're holding their hands. It's a lot of things happening. You guys just stay strong. All lives do matter, but they can't understand the trials and situations we go through as Black people, as Black Americans. They can never understand that the suffering, the type of suffering we have to go through to be forced to do things we don't like to do, or to act a certain way when we're really kind people. We have to be forced to act a certain way by the way people treat us. But anyway, God loves you. And if this get booted off or get blocked, I understand. But as long as a few people see this, it's not an accident. Y'all show each other the love. Be kind to each other, affectionate one to another with brotherly love, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Those who don't believe, start to pray. Even if you don't believe, you can pray. Try the spirit. See if God is real. I dare you to see if God is real. I dare you to ask God to reveal himself to you. And you will know if he's real or not. The true God of Israel. So you guys keep your head up. Don't look down. Always keep your head up. Know that you are someone special and no one can change that, not even through words. Hold your head up. Stop hanging your head down. Stop letting them treat you like a nobody. You're not a nobody. You're worth more than silver and gold. And they want you to not to realize who you really are. Your strengths. And you are a conqueror. You are more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Jesus Christ that strengthens you. With that being said, I thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. And stream this, share this with everybody you can. Because there's people who are sitting there literally about to commit suicide. And they don't know that it's an attack on the mind. They don't know that it's actually human beings attacking you. It's actually people who have cracked the code to your thoughts. So therefore, just pray and ask God to forgive you and to take you and show you the way. Because he said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. No man cometh to the Father but by me. So just remember, God loves you. You're worth more than silver and gold. All this craziness that's happening around me, I know my self-worth. That's why I haven't did anything crazy, because I know that God said that we're going to go through this kind of things. Now, you need to know that we are going to suffer like this, or even worse suffering. But we're going to be in heaven. We're coming back. But the people who give up, the people who don't realize their value, the people who fall into those traps just to be safe, just to feel safe, Don't do it. Come back. Think about it. Heaven is just a short time away. So ain't no heaven if you're committing suicide. Ain't no heaven. I just want to help you to realize that your self-worth is not who determines. God already told you. God already brought you to this earth. Oh, excuse me. You are special. Don't ever let no one treat you like you're trash, because you are a treasure. Even the reserves in the governments with all that gold and silver is not worth more than what you're worth. And they don't want you to know that. We're the ones that created these ideas. God give us ideas to create this stuff. Computers, ideas, building houses, working hard. So they try to make us where we hardly working. So remember, you are someone special. And even the gold and the silver is not worth more than the blood you carry. Your blood, a drop of your blood is worth more than every gold on this earth. So remember that. So don't do anything crazy when you find out. Just start to pray and send you helpers. Ask God to send you helpers. Start to pray and ask God to send you helpers. Don't let the devil or man-made devices control you. And it'd be nice if you guys repeat this so that you can get the whole message. But yeah, I gotta go and run to take care of the rest of this stuff. I gotta go. I gotta get ready. And just pray for me. That's all I need is your prayers. Agreement and prayers that God will shield my family from these attacks. And they want us to think that we're fearful of man, but God says to fear no man, but only fear him. So love your neighbors, no matter what they do to you. Let's try and forgive them. Keep your sanity. The forgiveness is for you and not for them. They want you to stay up late and cry. They want you to do this and that. No, don't do what they want. Do what God says, because your life is more important. You got more lives to change. So just have a blessed day. No matter how you got up or what side of the bed you got up on, make it the best day ever. God says to be angry without sin. Don't sin against anyone. We'll all have the same value, no matter what another man puts value because of money, because of paper. But our value is way more worth the dollar that is in our bank account. Yeah. So those who are watching, it's meant for you to watch. Watch all the way through to the end. If you watch all the way through to the end, then leave a comment. Share this out. I'm helping someone to save a life. I love you guys.